good to see everybody. Hope everybody here had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's good for us to get back. Just sitting here thinking just a minute ago, Jack could have starred in the movie Hoosiers. He could have been right in there with Gene Hackman, and it would have been a great fit. So when he starts talking about cold weather and winter and all that stuff, it gets me pretty fired up. Well, I wanted to get up and talk to you guys. We've had a little bit of a rough stretch here lately. We were 5-4, and then we broke. We went to our ACC, SEC schedule. I'm going back a little bit. Obviously, we played UNC Charlotte here in a tremendous game, and I think there was a lot of people here at that. We played Cincinnati, who was a top 20 team, and we had a chance to cut it to 6 in about the final 10 minutes of the game. We played NC State, and we had that back to 7. And so, we've done some good things. One of the things that I'm really proud of is defensively, we held Shamari Spears to 13. He was averaging 21. We held Lance Stevenson, who's a first-round lottery pick at Cincinnati, to 7. Tracy Smith at North Carolina State is averaging a double-double. And Saturday night, New Year's Eve night, I heard the announcer say the only team to keep him under his average was us. We held him to 9. We went to Coastal. Chad Graves averaging 18. We held him to 2. Okay, the other night we held a guy who's averaged 37 points his last 2 games to 6. So our group has made some progress. The hardest part for us right now is we played Radford tough. Obviously, we beat High Point. Coastal we went down there Saturday, and we played Coastal. Coastal is the team that, when the prognosticators predicted stuff, they were the ones they didn't really think about. They're pretty good. We had that in a 2-point game, and it's like I told our kids, there's no doubt we can win the game. They have a kid named Joseph Harris, who's a tremendous player. They have a kid named Chad Gray, who's a transfer from South Carolina. He was also averaging 18. I was pleased. We held him to 2. We defended well enough to win. They shot 41%. And contrary, I got a little bit of grief on our free throws. We were shooting 80% and 78%. I hate talking about that stuff. Okay, but in our last 2 games, so we're shooting free throws very well. So we just got to hang in there. Our kids played their guts out at Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina's got a guy named Joe Harris, who's one of the best ball getters in America. He's absolutely relentless. And we beat him here, and we beat him here last year because Mantor's guarded him. So I put Mantor's on him at the end of the first half. I told my staff, that's how we got to do this. It made us play small. But it kind of hurt us on our interior. So we got back. Our kids were really upset about the loss. I think it hurt really bad. And then we went down to Charleston Southern the other night, and we had a really tough loss. And I was telling Nancy here, I'm just not a good interview after a game. I'm just not. I think a lot of people know me as trying to be humble and even keeled, but when I get between those lines, it's kind of a different deal. And I tell you what, I was proud of our kids in some ways. The kid we had, Jamarco Warren, is a tremendous talent. We did an unbelievable job. An unbelievable job. I was really concerned when we started scoring 37 points in back-to-back games and holding a kid to 6. I thought we did a great job. I told Jack, I said, Jack, we did 4 things. We did every one of them right. We ran a play for Reggie Middleton. He got fouled. We ran a jump shot play for Reggie Middleton. He made it. They scored that. We ran a jump shot play for Robbie Dreer. And down 1, we ran a play for Robbie Dreer and got a layup. Got a little bit contested. We ran an out-of-bounds play for Reggie. Got a pretty good shot. So we also shot close to 40%. We just got to keep playing. Every game we've played against Charleston Southern has been close. And I was very tough for him yesterday. I tell you, we're going to keep fighting. Now, I told him yesterday, and I'll tell y'all this right now, I don't care who wins the regular season championship in this league. I've seen enough to know that every game in this league is going to be a fight. I mean, we've lost by 2, we won by 14, we've lost by 3, but it's going to come down to 2, 3 points and something like that. So, but anyway, we got to continue to get better. Robbie Dreer's been playing very well. Reggie Middleton's playing very well. Man, Torres and I had a long talk. His last 2 games, he's been a beast on the glass. He had 10 and 7, which I'll take every night. So now we got VMI and we got Liberty. This is a big week for us because it's at home. So now we're back home. Now this is the kind of game I hate, VMI, because they're first in scoring. They score 94 points a game. Okay, they're first in the nation in that they make 13 threes. Now I want you to think about this number. They shoot 37 threes a game. Okay? So like, I would have already had a heart attack by now. Now, they are 334 in defensive field goal percentage at 53%. We are 85. And this is out of 334. They are dead last in America at how they defend. Okay? We are 85th, all right, in scoring defense out of 334. In defensive field goal percentage, we are 113 out of 334. So it's going to be an odd game. Honestly, I'm going to have 5 guards on the floor sometimes. It's not going to be conventional. Nothing's going to look right. Okay, it's going to be running, trapping, playing. It's going to be a mess. Last year, they shoot 37 threes. So today I'm going to say everything you've ever wanted to do wrong on man-to-man defense, I'm going to let you do it tomorrow. We are not helping off anybody. The key to the game is going to be to whether or not we can hold them to 10 threes or less. I told them last year we'll beat them if we get 10. They got 10. So I told them yesterday it's got to be 9. All right, so we got to defend the 3-point line. The other thing we got to do is, against them, is we got to play inside out, because last year we didn't get to the line. And the thing you got to be careful against VMI, it becomes such a helter-skelter game that you got to be careful that you don't just start jacking up threes. So it's a big game for us. They have not won on the road. It's like a guy told me, they're not the best team in this league and they're not the worst. Their style of play is so different. I don't care who they play, it's going to be a mess. Okay, so we got them tomorrow, and then we got Liberty. And these are 2 really big games for us. But I told them this: in life, you got to persevere. The only thing consistent about college basketball is the inconsistency of it. Okay, College Charleston beat North Carolina, so I'm gonna rest my case. Okay, so and I don't mean that any disrespect. What I'm saying is anything can happen on any given night. You know, because if that's the case, Coastal will beat College Charleston, so does that mean Coastal's better than North Carolina? You can't think quite like that. You know, so you got to persevere. Any given night, anything can happen. You know, I told, Barkley's, I was obviously a little down. Barkley said to me the other night, he said, I'm just going to tell you this for what it's worth. He said, you're the best coach team we've played. You're the most physical team we've played. And I said, well, Barkley, I appreciate it. Doesn't mean much when you don't win a game, but it's a classy thing to say. So I just want y'all, I appreciate your support. This is a tough man's business. It's tough on these kids too. And by gosh, you got to grit your teeth and you got to find a way to get it done. You can't feel sorry or get smacked in the face.